right. Well, happy Monday. It's great to be here with you guys. Today is the day to talk about the Gaia practitioners. If you guys have any questions on the and how to make sense of that. Are you guys using the software? Are you utilizing it right now with your BioWell?
Lot.
I know Don is using it. Judy, are you using the software right
Yes.
now?
Yes.
How about you, Julia? Julia is
Uh,
muted. How about you, Pooja?
Sorry, just on myself right now, but hopefully in the beginning of September, I'll be able to start using it more.
I'm working
Very
on
nice. Do
getting
you guys have any questions?
certified right now. I'm going through the certification stuff, but I've done several scans so far because I got through like how to scan part thus far. So I have the data, I just don't know how to interpret it yet.
Good. Well, you get you're half of the way there. Now you just got to understand how to interpret that, and then it'd be easy going from there. So how far are you on your course right now, your certification course?
Uh, the first part where it tells you how to put the fingers in and all of that part. So I've done just myself several times and immediate family members. I haven't charged or because I don't know how to interpret the results. I told them I'll
Perfect.
email them
Yeah.
to you eventually. I just need to figure out how to change and put my Peace with Puja title on there on the printout and stuff and email it after that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Take your time. Just, do a lot of scans right now. Don't be in a rush until you feel really, after a while, it starts to make sense to you until you feel confident and then, start really going out and doing. So are you using the software? Do you know about the Gaia Practitioner software that we have?
Oh, I thought it was like the circle with the flower, the BioWell one. That's the application I'm using. Is that
Correct.
it? Oh,
Now
okay.
we have at Gaia Healers. Yeah, that's the BioWell software.
Okay.
So we have also created our own software, which is at GaiaPractitioners.com. And over there, you get to actually analyze your BioWell data while you're going and wanting to learn everything. You can just use the software right now to quickly analyze your data for you. So then, you can still see clients and work with them because the software is kind of like doing all the hard work for you.
I
And
see.
then gradually, as you're using it, then you get your confidence, and then you can really just start utilizing it in a more powerful way.
I
So
find it
that's the
on
meeting we
Gaia.
have tonight of how to utilize. I'm sorry, what
Okay.
was that?
You said find it on Gaia.com, download the software there.
GaiaPractitioners.com. Rufa can put the link for you in the chat, and then once you sign up there, I'll walk you through really quickly so you get an idea of how that works, and then we can take you from there. So let me bring my software up.
I had an interesting story to tell you. I had one
Oh, I love
client.
interesting.
I know, I do too. I had one client come in, and his mother had told me that he's an alcoholic, and she wanted him to be helped, whatever was necessary. So I scanned him before we did the emotion code because he needed that first. And then we scanned him afterwards.
Okay.
And each time the liver was going berserk. I mean, it was going so high. And he did not tell me that he
Really?
was alcoholic. But then we went and did one of the ionic detox, and it did that, and that water came out black. And I told him, I said, honey, we
Wow.
need to have a conversation here. And asked him, I said, how much do you drink? And he says, how did you know I drink? And I said, well, looking at your scan, your liver is going crazy. It's working way too hard. And then I said, and here, your liver is detoxing all of this. I said, we need to talk. So if it hadn't have been
That's
for that scan, I don't think he would have really taken it seriously, but
yeah.
he did.
When
So he's coming
you
back
make it
next
visual.
week for another scan.
Good, good. Once you make it visual, then yeah, that has a big, powerful effect for people to want to
It
like really
does.
focus.
It does.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
So Pooja, just to show you, this is the website. This is at GaiaPractitioners.com. That once you come in here, after you're done Actually, you know, if you're whoever that's using the software, because you're using the software to analyze your data, then we can actually like make you a live practitioner on here. But if you want to wait until you finish your certification, and then, you know, we can activate you on here. So as soon as you register, you can come to this website and you go to sign up on the top right. And then you just register here as a practitioner so we can list you in our directory. Okay. And then as soon as you register, you can immediately click on login, use the email address that you used to register your account, and then you can log into the software. So it will send you an email with your information. Once you log into the software, then it will give you like options here to connect your BioWell software to this program. So then you just put your BioWell username, your BioWell password, and you save that. And then you can click on this and you can create customer accounts. So then once you create a customer account, like these are all the customers I've already created here. Then you can just like click on one of their names, and then it will bring in the scans that you have in BioWell. And then when you click on this scan, and then you click on attention, it will automatically make you this favorite section here with all the systems that need attention for that person. So this is a quick way to kind of like, you know, kind of like get used to see all this is the percentage of the balance. This is the total energy joules that's going through the system. So then this way quickly, we can see what's happening with the person and then guide up to different ways. And then there is a university section up in here. So once you register, you can click on university, and there's all these videos here that will show you exactly like how to use the software. Okay. So play around with that. And then if you have any questions, you can message us and then we can walk you through. While I'm in here, does anybody has any questions here about how to use a program, how to use the software, how to get around different things?
I do. So with the
Go ahead, Don.
with the LifeWave patches, you know how
Uh-huh.
like the patch recommendations come up with all of the systems. Is there any way to get that over in the recommendations for the client?
I know what you're saying. So what she's saying is that if you have a scan here, and then we're like looking at somebody's, you want to look at their patch recommendation. There's different functions here that you can use for research, for auricular therapy, or whatnot. Patch recommendation, once we select it, because of the restrictions that the LifeWave company has, we are not allowed to individually sell their patches. Their patches are only allowed to be sold on their company website. So for that reason, we can't add these to our recommendation engine. They would have to be purchased only through these links. So like you can come in here, put your LifeWave username. For example, we are Gaia Healers. And then when I click save, if you notice, it's going to change this link now. See if I go back. See, my link is updated now to Gaia Healers.
Okay.
And then once I click there, directly take me to the website to make the purchase.
Okay, so however I did it, it's going to the wrong place. And so yeah.
So this is what you have to update to LifeWave user.
Okay. So it's not, so
You
it's
wanna try
really,
that now?
it's how your account looks, like the link to your website then, not the actual username to your account.
Exactly. So whatever your LifeWave account, lifewave.com/,
Got it.
whatever you put there.
Okay.
That's that you put in here after the /.
Okay. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then make sure you click on save. The save is both for the passwords here and the password and the information you put here.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nima, if I have completed all of the testing and everything for the level 1, can I go ahead and enroll here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You should list yourself on the practitioners directory so we can start marketing you guys.
Okay.
We're offering a couple of different packages for the practitioner directory right now. We're thinking about making it more kind of like directed towards different people that want to get more business, because like we have a lot of people on the directory right now, but the way that we are like spending the advertising money to send you guys customers, that's not really making sense right now, because the initial offering that we made to our practitioners was a 50-50 profit share. So then we would send you guys a customer, and we would charge them $99, and then we would pay you $50 of that $99. We would keep $49. And that's the model that we rolled out to see if that's going to be something that would make sense. So we tried it, but unfortunately, it would cost us close to $95 worth of advertising money to send one customer to one of our practitioners. So then in that case, it didn't really become a self-sustainable system. So then we were losing money to want to do advertising to send customers to you guys. So now we have to shift that model a little bit to we're offering either personal, like targeted advertising for different businesses. So let's say like Dawn, you just, you got your biotechnology, you got your BioWell, you have everything set up. Now what you can do is that you can be like, okay, I want Gaia Healers to only market my business in my area. And that way you can decide. You can come up with a dollar amount that you want to spend in advertising on social media. And then the team that we work with, we have a very high level professional Facebook advertising team that they charge a 50% markup. So what that means is that if you're spending $100 in advertising, or I'm sorry, it's 100% markup. So if they're spending $100 in advertising your business, then they get paid $100. So then in this way, like let's say you want to spend $500 on advertising money, then they would charge you $1,000. $500 would be spent on direct ads, and we will provide you with all the click rates of how many clicks you got, how much money per click was applied. And that way you will have, because some of our practitioners, they're just like at home, they don't really want to market their business. But then we have networks that their clinics, their businesses, like, that makes sense for them to want to market to get more business because, they would make that money tenfold, if a customer is coming to their business and they can retain them, then like that's how we run our businesses. So now we're switching into that model of either the $99 that for the first scan that we send to our network, then we would keep that $99 for just be able to spend on the marketing and advertising, or you would be picking up like private packages that like that you can select from anywhere from like $500 to let's say a few $1,000s, and that way, I mean, these are almost like guaranteed results on these type of advertising that we do, because like at first what these guys do, they start running they spend like $100. They come up with they will interview with you, they will really understand your business, and then they will run a specific ad for you that they spend $100, and the goal is that if they spend $100, they need to make $150 back in your business. So then the advertising money that you're spending, there's a formula that at first it may take a little bit until like they can really have the right message for you so that it resonates with your audience. But then once you have that, then it becomes like the automated machine that you just put like $100 in, you take $150 or $200 out. So then you put $1,000 in, you put $500 profit, you get $1,500. So once we fit it into that model, then that's how you can really expand and grow your business. Then that's when like companies, they spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, but then they're bringing in like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 worth of clients to their businesses. So that's more for our clinics or, places that are set up to be able to handle that kind of volume. And I'm very excited about that to work with this marketing team to be able to really bring you guys the attention that you need in the areas that you're at, because Facebook marketing is extremely hard, and it's very easy to lose a lot of money by advertising on Facebook. You can just put $100 and it's gone like that without getting any results. So these guys, I mean, they will do so much programming into your own website, into like everywhere that people are coming, they're tracking everybody. So and they know that, okay, if you spent $100, then from the $100, how many actually customers went to your business? And then we can even track to see, okay, and how many of them actually booked the appointment with you? And then that's how the whole advertising will start to get trained. So then it just becomes very easy and beautiful to grow your business. Go ahead, Judy.
I remembered you saying something about maybe upcoming in the conference that we can sign up for something, and I think it's through the Gaia Practitioners. I could be confused, but it was about if we're out there advertising ourselves and we have the 50-mile-an-hour radius, is that where we sign up for something like that at the conference?
So
Or
yes,
is it through this?
we are having because on BioWell doesn't offer exclusivity. That's just, because BioWell is not really our technology, it's the BioWell company. And like they control exactly how they want to introduce it to the market. So as far as the BioWell technology goes, the company they don't want to have any kind of an exclusivity. So we can't give you from Gaia Healers, we can give you a radius from the practitioners that we have that are going through like BioWell training through us. But then the BioWell company has other distributors that like they can sell people devices that like are right next to you. So we can't really model that, and we have always been in search to see how we can actually create, our own centers that they have exclusive rights to our protocols and our technologies, and that's where the Biotechna is coming in now. So Biotechna is our technology. We have exclusive rights to it to the U.S. market, and we can actually give you guys exclusivity on those technologies because there is no other distributor in the United States. So that's what we're introducing at the conference. That if you're interested to taking that route with us, then like that's when the marketing comes in. That's when like those devices are more expensive. They're like high level wellness technologies. So then we're creating these systems to be able to make it a very, very like powerful business models for our partners. So that's our licensing program, that people that come into our program, like Dawn, that like comes in and they get the devices and they get educated and they put a system that we're creating together. Then we pretty much, hold their hand and walk them through the whole process by giving them protocols of what our doctors are using in Italy and what's working for them. So then we provide all of those. So then it just becomes like a network of our centers working together. And, that way would be like a very cohesive way of working throughout the states. So that's what's coming. I'm very, very excited about that. We're doing a lot of work to, get all the systems and everything set up for that. But we're there. Everything has been finalized now. Everything's ready. So at the conference, yeah, we're just going to be blowing it out there. And a lot of amazing other opportunities that we're working on. And I'm super excited from what's to come. I mean, it's going to be like a huge shift. So get ready for it. 2026 is going to be like, we're going to be on a whole new level. Yeah. And I'm super, super excited with that, with the partnerships we're making and with the different teams that are coming on board to really help us shine and bring the mission to reality.
Nima, one more question, please, sir. Virtual scans. Can we do something like that with the BioWell?
You absolutely can, and that's what I have done my PhD in. I did because there was a lot of debates on whether that can be done or not. So I spent over 5 or 6 years researching remote scans, and I was finally able to collect all of that data and then prove it using the dissertations that I did for my PhD, that how we can use not only BioWell, we can use any technology that measures energy, because energy is a quantum field, to measure anybody remotely anywhere in the world. But there is different levels. It's like a whole science that you have to understand in order to be able to make that connection. Because from us introducing it, everybody like in our last level 2, Gaia Healers level 2, we introduced the remote healing, but only a few practitioners were actually able to do the remote. and show actual changes from their own scan, like comparing to their own scan. When they do a remote scan, it will look like a completely different person. But a lot of other practitioners, they couldn't really make that connection. So their remote scans would pretty much look like their own remote scan or their own like a bio scan. So it takes a level of practice. And that's something that we have our own remote course that we offer. So if you're interested in that, I recommend you to enroll in that course, and then we'll be having different meetings on it to really make you comfortable with doing that. But that's going to be powerful. Learning how to do
So
remote.
we have to take the level 2 before we can do that?
That's the Gaia Healers level 2. Yeah, not the BioWell level 2. We have our own Gaia Healers level 2 now for the
Right.
combination of the technologies that are working together with the BioWell. So that's the one that we offer. At this conference coming up in November, we're going to be definitely brushing over all of these. And then in February of next year, we'll have our next level 2 hands-on training to really get everybody together and then focus on the remotes and everything else.
Okay, thank you.
Just under curiosity, is those scans done over Zoom or over phone? Is that where it works better when phone?
Make a difference. Doesn't make a
Doesn't.
difference.
Because I've only experienced
Yes.
a very little over the phone, but I guess we have to know what our intuitions are and what we could do.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
based on quantum physics. So there's
Yeah.
like Newtonian physics, we have specific formulations for different things. And for quantum physics, we have specific formulations, and we have to respect those in order to make the connection. But some people they want to speed through, and they miss the connection part of it. So that's why it's required to really spend some time and really be able to grasp the information, so that you have no doubts when you go to do that remote, and you know that you're connecting and you're getting the information. So that's like the biggest part.
It's so interesting. I remember when I first heard this years ago, I was shy away from it until I experienced it for myself. Like, whoa, it's not a lot. It's not like woohoo, woohoo. It's physical. It's there. You don't pick it up. It's part who we are. So I'm looking forward to that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, that's a powerful information to be able to work with that. And I mean, I have like over 90% accurate, and I think we did over 35 people. That was just one study that I did. It was 35 people that we were doing the remote. It was like neuroprogramming. It was the sessions that we're taking them through, and I was connecting to them remotely before and after. And right after the session, each session, maybe there was 10 people in each session that were monitoring them. And once they had a specific emotion that they would have to think about once we did their before scan. So, and they wouldn't tell us exactly like what were they feeling, what they were actually thinking about. Every single one, I could look at their scan and I would hit it right on the head of exactly what emotion they were thinking when they were doing their scan. And it was mind-blowing. People, they were just like blown away of how I could go into their childhood and pick up issues or pick up things that had happened to them that was measured through a remote scan. And then we did another study for Quantum University that they have a meditation room that's virtual. And they wanted to get people together in the room and do a BioWell before scan of the participants. And then their intention was to influence the energy of environment in different cities. And we did that research. We proved it again. We did the remote scan for the participants in the room, and I did the remote scan for the energy, even the energy of environments. And powerful shifts, powerful results that we're able to show. So many cases that we have done with very, very powerful results. And the last one was with Lynn McTaggart. And I went to Gaia and we did the research. She wanted to do the power of intention meditation, of taking like a intention and focusing it in a different city, and then see how we can influence or what happens. And we were able to actually show that perfectly, exactly how the energy got fluctuated once they were thinking about a different location. And These are all going to be a part of my dissertation. You guys can go and study those. I love the quantum physics world. It's like there's so much that we can do, and there's so much power that we have. It's just by tapping into our own intuition and our own God-given power that every single one of us has. It's just remembering and waking up to the true power that we all had once, and now we're just like kind of like starting to forget. So it becomes pretty powerful.
I was just going to comment on Judy when she was talking about how she did that scan on the person that was drinking. It's like the body doesn't lie.
Mhm.
And that's what I see with the BioWell. It doesn't have a pro and con. It just has who you are. It just doesn't lie. It just says what it is. And that to me is very powerful. Even like I mentioned earlier, where I'm even doing like, you have a bottle, like, should I take this in the morning? Do I take it in the evening? Your body will tell you when it's needed. And, depending on the stress, I just like the body just doesn't lie. You might lie. Or like you mentioned how you could even go in the past. Like I took courses and found out things that happened in my past. Could save so much money just doing it. Well, I need to learn how to do that, but it's just the BioWell doesn't lie. Just my comment.
Yeah, more and more I research about the autonomic nervous system, and I just see like that is how it truly is our operating system. And from the communication from the autonomic nervous system is where every single situation happens within our system. So when we are measuring the photonic emissions using the BioWell, like in reality, we're getting the secondhand data of the autonomic nervous system of how it's influencing biofield. Because our autonomic nervous system is like what has brought us to this point. That's our survival mode. That through millions of years of learning and going through trials and errors, that's what we have at this point of a stage. The difference that we have from people that were in the Stone Ages is that we have a more advanced autonomic nervous system that has been trained, that has been regulated. So now when we really look at the biofield emissions in the energetic body, and then now that we're going more deeper into physiology and actually understanding the autonomic nervous system and how easily by shifting and manipulating the autonomic nervous system, we can immediately affect the biofield, because the biofield is a side product of the autonomic nervous system. So like going to the root now is like, okay, let's really understand the autonomic nervous system. And then it's become so much easier to want to digest the biofield, because everything is based on the emotions. On the biofield, we're looking at the emotions that people are holding on to. And those emotions is really what's influencing their nervous system. That is not allowing them to have that perfect perception in their reality. But once we work on the autonomic nervous system and we can reset it, then it's like we are bringing that person to their baseline. And then we're ready to work on it when we're ready to make changes into their system. This is one of the biggest things that I missed in my, probably I would say, last 6 years of biofield research, is I didn't really pay too much attention to the power of the autonomic nervous system and how by understanding the autonomic nervous system, we can modulate and regulate the biofield in real time. So that's why you guys are hearing me going crazy about biotechno now, is because that's what's teaching me. Like, I've learned everything I need to know in biofield. Like I can look at a person without even scanning them and know exactly like what I need to pay attention with them. But now going deeper and getting into HRV, getting to autonomic nervous system, wow, becomes powerful to take him through very easy steps. And it goes back to the ancient times of pranayama. It's breath work. It's like the breath is the fuel of God. That, we call it the angel of air. That once you can have the angel of air spend more time inside of your body, then it will heal everything that needs healing. So in the ancient times, they talk so much about the importance of breathing, of the right way of breath. And everybody knows about yoga and pranayama and how powerful that is, and um, fluctuating and resetting the autonomic nervous system. So now they've taken that ancient knowledge and technology and brought it into today's technology and advancement. So now I don't know if Don, I don't know if you notice or not, but when we are running the PPG, it has a setting that sometimes we can choose a specific breath like pattern, like a 5-2-5 or something. But then it also has a setting that is a dynamic setting. And that's what's really powerful. Because once you put it on a dynamic setting, and because when I first started to work with the BioWell, I would go, I'll talk to people, I'll scan them. And then I would see that when people breathe the right way, the chakras come into alignment. So then my first homework with them was to teach them to breathe the right way. So I would sit there and I would tell them this is how you're supposed to breathe. I'd be like, okay, 5 and then hold and then breathe. And they would sit there and look at me like I'm this crazy person. They're like, I didn't come to you to spend this money to get a scan to tell me I need to breathe. I already know how to breathe. So that it was so hard for me to want to make them realize that it's not, yeah, we all breathe, but the way that we breathe is so powerful, and there's so much research behind this, and that is the most powerful way that we get to regulate our autonomic nervous system. And
So,
now, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So now in the PPG, when you put it on the dynamic mode, it's actually measuring that person's autonomic nervous system and their HRV. And then it changes the amounts that they need to actually inhale and exhale. It changes it in real time. So sometimes it's gives them 3 seconds inhale, 2 seconds hold, and then 4 seconds exhale. And then it measures the body in real time. And it's okay, next time I want you to do 4 seconds inhale, maybe 3 seconds hold, and then 6 seconds exhale. So then it starts to measure you in real time and then give you specific types of durations of breath for you to be able to reset your own autonomic nervous system. That's powerful. I've been researching so many technologies to real time being able to assess the autonomic nervous system and being able to reset it.
So where is that in the settings of the breath types?
In the settings, when you go to run it,
Yeah.
if you don't choose a specific breath rate, you can choose a dynamic. There's an option on the top. You can choose dynamic.
Okay, I never paid
I may be
attention.
saying that wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will talk about it on Thursday. I'm
Okay.
sure to bring it up. So, but that is one thing that really fascinates me. Because before I would give an app to somebody, be like, okay, listen to the sound, 5 seconds, inhale, hold, and then 5 second exhale. But it's completely different than being able to actually measure them as they're doing their breath work, and then being able to give them feedback of how to actually change the amount of time that they're holding their breath or they're inhaling and exhaling to help regulate their autonomic nervous system.
Is this while they're doing the
So
regma attacks, or is this just PPG stuff?
that's just PPG by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're doing the respiratory biofeedback, that's how you can start to kind of work with that.
Very cool.
And then I added a play around with this. We added if you go to the recommendations or scan analysis, we added a recommendation now. If you go to guide for biotechna, so if you choose that, then it will actually look at your BioWell scan. I haven't looked at this in a little bit, but it comes in and actually analyzes the information and then tells you the different acupuncture points. I don't know if that's, yeah, and then gives you the hertz. Yeah, this is a little bit more, the guys work on this more to tailor it down. It's more of a generic information right now.
What is the
But
200 coin?
when we go to generate guides, because we're using AI here, every time that we go to generate, the server will charge us to run that guide. So the 200 coins are equal to $1. So then whenever you guys run these reports, it will deduct $1 from your accounts. And the way that you get your coins is usually when you sign up, you have a whole bunch of coins here on the top. That's your how much coins you have of how much AI reports to generate. So if you want to buy more coins, you can go to the marketplace here, or actually not the marketplace. You got to go to the membership, and then on the recharge section up here, that's when we can add more coins. So if I add like $1, then it's going to add like 200 coins in there for me. So that's the way that we're using you can charge your accounts and then use those charges to generate those guides. Those guides are meant for you to be selling them to your customers. So anywhere from $20 to $90, we charge to like if you're doing like a nutrition guide for an entire month for them, you can charge them $100 to generate that guide for them. And like you can pick and choose of whatever you want. Your cost is $1, but this is put into place for you to charge higher amount. That's a part of the business model in order for you to be able to generate more income for your business. So then you don't have to worry about like paying a subscription for these softwares because these are very expensive. We have to find a way to make them self-sustainable. So then if you use it the right way and you're introducing to people and you're actually charging for what you're doing, you're not giving them away for free, then you can generate a lot of income just using the software and making recommendations. You can load your own products in here, your own services, and this pretty much becomes a recommendation engine for your business.
Nima, I don't know how the LifeWave, because when I ran that guide the other day for Biotechna,
Uh-huh.
it incorporated the LifeWave patches, which is awesome, but somehow it eliminated like X39. So I'm not sure. Like if you were to utilize the same scans, um, like in the regular section, under LifeWave patch recommendations, it was a little different. So I don't know
Okay.
how it's feeding into the other part. So just something to take note of.
Yeah, the patch recommendation software that we made, that's based on 3 to 4 years of data that we have collected from hundreds of people at events. So when you're using the patch recommendation, that's pretty solid. But when you're using like the biotechno, those recommendations that AI is making, there may be some variations in there. So I would trust more the patch recommendation because that's based on solid data than the recommendations that the AI is making for them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Anything you feel like you would need more in your business if it was added to the software that would help you maybe do things quicker? Because that's the goal of the software is to have this for our system, for our network, so that you guys can like use this to generate a lot of income and help a lot of people. So if you're using it and if you feel like I need something like this or this would really help me to work with my clients better, just let me know. And we can start incorporating it into the software to make it something that's very easy and user friendly for everybody.
So is there a way to provide more of a description of, so for example, it took the zip code and then you look under recommended services. They were all remote and there isn't much of a description there. Do you have to click on something to get more information or?
Yeah, so are you talking about on the directory right here? Like here?
No. When you actually have a BioWell scan and you're doing the scan analysis, and based on that scan analysis, you can do recommended products or services. That's where I'm talking.
Hmm. So then what do you think would be easier for you here?
Well, I was just wondering, so when you then click like under recommended services, like the ones I got for the gentleman that I did, they were yeah, do you have to click on like the picture to get more information about what that is or?
Yeah, if you click on more, then it will give you information about like what system is good for, what chakra is good for. And it's like one of our experienced remote practitioners will use advanced remote technology to bring your solar plexus back to balance.
Okay, so where is that going then? Like, who is the practitioner? Is this someone at
These are
Gaia
people,
who's doing?
yeah, these are people like Gaia Healers, practitioners that have gone
Oh,
through their
okay.
remote course.
I had
And
no clue. Okay.
yeah, I have tested them. I know that they know how to do their remote scans. And then there are softwares that some of our practitioners have, like, there's like $100,000 remote softwares that they
Wow.
use scale technology. And some of our network, they already have these softwares. So then once you recommend somebody to here, then one of our practitioners and this is like a round robin, that we have our practitioners in a queue, that whoever is the first one, once you make a recommendation, then they will get that and they will start running the remote on your clients.
Got it.
But then I noticed they don't have any commissions. So I'm talking to them right now to add some commissions in here. Because see, the ones that have the percentage on them, those are the ones that you guys will actually get a commission if you refer these to your customers. The ones that are up here, there is, if you recommend them, there's no commission that you're getting right now. So I'm talking to them right now to negotiate a 20%. So then once I get that, hopefully it should be done very soon. Then there'll be a 20% on top of these. So then once you recommend them, if your customers book them, then you will get your 20% commission.
Okay, awesome.
They work based on the zip code of your customer. So when you go to create a customer account, it's very important for you to define exactly what is the zip code. Before, it wasn't required to fill that information in, but now since we're connecting the network together, like we need to know like what is the zip code of the customer you're scanning in order to match them with the services of the practitioners that are within their zip code. So like, you know, if you go to like a different city and like you scan somebody, let's say you go to a conference, and then this way, then, you know, they'll be based on wherever that person lives, then the practitioners in that area, their services will be recommended to you to be able to recommend it to them. Did you say you wanted something more added in here to make like about the descriptions? You wanted more like description in there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful.
Like for instance, myself, you know,
Okay.
this is all still new to me. So I wouldn't even know what any of these even do. Because I'm not in, you know, even Reiki, I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know a little bit, but if somebody comes in, well, what does that do? I don't know. Well, what does that one do? I have no idea, you know, so I can understand if you had a little description or maybe on the one page, on one page where it says, okay, this, well, I guess you have it there then. Or no, that
Yeah,
talks
and
about.
in here, there's descriptions of like, you know, what systems that this therapy is good for.
But
And
what
then like these
consists
are the
of it?
systems.
Yeah, like what do they like?
So
Like
yeah,
how
I
do
will have to explain. Yeah, I assume just everybody like knows Reiki, but yeah, not everybody knows what Reiki is. So yeah, I will make sure to have these descriptions be more explained like in details
because you know,
so
like
that
10 years ago, people would say, oh, that's not good. I mean, like chiropractors. Oh, you don't go see a chiropractor because you don't know what a chiropractor, you know, that's taboo. Well, now it's beneficial. So, you know, these different ways of doing things before you think it wasn't good, you know. So anyway, but I understand what Don's saying. Well, for me, I might need a explanation like that.
sure
Just
thing.
a thought.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for mentioning that. That's perfect. And yeah, I was telling him to actually a section here so that I wanted them to have a video here so that actually the practitioner is there talking about their service to you as a practitioner. So then you know exactly why you're recommending this.
That would be
Like a 1 minute video of them talking about their service. That would be perfect, right?
Yeah, even if it's a 1-2 minute presentation, what they do, introduce themselves. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that would help everybody to get to know each other and then really understand who does what. Perfect. We'll work on that. One thing that's really important is for you guys to have your customers go to the review section and then review reviews. Okay. So it's very easy, like, you know, if you are in your own section, when you go to your review section down here, you can see exactly like what are the different reviews that different people have left you. And then when your customers come to your business, just like take them to your profile page. If you go to GaiaPractitioners.com here, and let's say if I go to myself, see, I can click on the review right here on my profile. If I click there, then it will bring me, maybe I should go to connect first. If you go to your reviews here, so then from here, you can bring them in and they can actually leave you a review here when they get a service done from you. I wonder if this is working the right way. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I can leave a review for myself, but I feel if it was like somebody else that was like one of my clients or somebody, then they can just go to review and then add a review for me. Let me see if I can add a review for somebody else while we're testing this.
Didn't one of your pages, oh, never mind. I thought it said like 3,400 reviews already.
Yeah, the reviews, the way it's set up right now is whenever somebody gets a service done from you, like if they book an appointment with you and they come get a scan, and then on their customer's website, they have a section for reviews. Then they can go click on reviews and then write you a review as their practitioner. But I want to make it easier so you guys can just take your customers that have already come to your business to be able to have them go like populate your reviews. So then other people, when they're like searching and they see you, because everybody reads reviews and then they make their decision based on the reviews they read. So then that way, like we could get a lot more conversion of people that will come to your businesses if you have more reviews here than if it's just zero.
Nima, how
And
difficult?
what I'm doing right now,
Oh, I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
How
Go ahead, Judy.
difficult would that be to add like a calendar on this for scheduling
So we've
appointments?
already added, yeah, we've already added the calendar to it. So then when somebody goes to like when you go to recommend a service to one of your customers. So if I go to like my BioWell and let's say I take myself and then I want to recommend a service. So I can come in here and for example, like recommend one of these services. Okay. So this just got added to my customer website because right now I'm in my practitioner website. So this is the way that I build my customer's website through the options that I have here by clicking on these plus signs. So not that I added this, if my customer just got an email right now that, hey, this person wanted to book you a meeting. So if we go to, let me see if I got that coming through here. Okay, so now if I go on log out of here and I log into my, let's test that out together. Now, if I go to, see, I use a different email for my customer account, so I can just test it out myself and try to use the same password so you don't get confused, kind of like me, because I don't think I have that's the right password. So then you can just say forgot password, put your email in, and it will send it to you. Okay, so now when I log in here, if I go to see, this is the home section that would show them like all the systems that I marked when I was looking at their scan, so that they know exactly like what systems is good for. And then these are some older products that I had added just as a test for recommendations. But this was the session I just recommended to my customer to get this service done, right? So now when the customer logs in, they can click on more just to understand, okay, what is this service? They can see like what system is good for and what that is. And then they can, from right here, they can book a session with that practitioner. So they click book a session, they pick it time and dates, and then they put in their notes and they will submit the appointments to the practitioner. And then the practitioner on their website will receive a notification that you have a customer that wants to book a meeting with you. So for example, if I go here, let's say I set up a day for tomorrow. Okay, say continue. They would have to pay the fee to book the appointments. So that's the $99 that we collect to do the kind of like the marketing and advertising for you guys before we send the first customer to you. So then once they put their card information, they say confirm. Then on your side, you will immediately see the practitioner, whoever that they booked the appointment with, that practitioner will receive the notification that this person wants to book a meeting with you. And then you as a practitioner that recommended the service at that point, as soon as the person clicks pay, you will receive the percentage that was defined on the service section. So then if it was a 20% commission, then you will receive $20 that goes to your homepage of your practitioner accounts and your little wallets. And then you can connect your wallet to your bank accounts, and that's how you get your commissions deposited to your own bank account. So do the same thing, like log in as a customer, create a customer account for yourself, and then like assign their different things and then come and take a look, see what it looks like. You should always be walking your customers in through this process when they're in your office, because the more you get them to go visit their website, then the more chances that they will come to your business to get scans with you and to get different sessions done. This is like the best marketing that you do for them by educating them that they need to come in here every day, look at these systems, and just sending them love, sending them that energy of healing, so that they are involved in their own journey. And then once they're doing that, they're always, every day, they're thinking about you and your business. So then as soon as they're not feeling right, then you're the first person that they're going to go to. And every time they come in here, they get products, they recommended services. If they don't feel good one day, and then they just come here and they can just book one of these appointments and make themselves feel better. So, but you have to educate them in order for them to be using these systems, because these are something really new. Like nobody has had these systems before, and they don't know how to function it. So you have to walk them through. You have to explain to them only one time, and that's a part of your consultation with your new clients. But then after that, it just takes a life of its own. Awesome, guys. Any questions here on the customer side? Anything you would like here to have before your customers come to your business? Because right now we have the consultation, so they can fill the consultation out. If you create an account for them before they come to your business, then they can just go and fill out the consultation. And then when you're running the AI reports will study their consultation, and then it will make so much more targeted, customized recommendations for that person based on all the allergies they have, based on the medication they're taking, their food sensitivities, or the diet that they like. Have them fill this out. This will make your guides so much more accurate for them. Go ahead, Julia.
Yeah, how do you send that to them? Do they have to be one of your
you have to
customers
create
to
them
send
their
it?
accounts. Yeah, you have to create an account for them. Right now, the way to create an account is you go to add a customer into
Okay,
your practitioner software, and then as soon as you create an account for them, they will get the email to log in here. But the way it's done right now, you have to create a card for them on the BioWell system first. So
okay,
even though if you haven't scanned them in the past, you can just go create a card, put in the name of your customer, first name, last name, and then just save it empty. As soon as you put in their first name, last name, then when you come in here, then you're able to see that customer and create an account for them.
okay.
And then when they come to your business, when you scan them, then immediately everything is going to start working. And all the files that you share with your customers, when they come to the file section here, see it says Practitioner 1. If they click on the Practitioner, then it will show them all of the scans that you're sending to them. So for example, this was a nutrition guide that I made for myself as a test, and I just uploaded it in here for myself. So anytime I want, I can just come back here, click on that, and I have access to my nutrition guide. And this goes both ways. So then if you want something from your customers, you want them to send it to you, they can come in here and they can just upload a file, and it will immediately come to your practitioner software. So then that's how you can communicate with them.
Just one last question.
Appointments.
So, you know how you have Secretary's Day, Boss Day. So is there a BioWell Day for this program that we say thanks? Because they do everything for you.
I know, right? So we should make a BioWell Day for it. That's pretty much all I have to share for today. If anybody has any last minute questions, I would love to entertain that. All right, guys. Much love. Have a great evening. Enjoy your week. Happy Monday. And make it the best week ever. You have the chance. Make it happen.
Thank
Good
you.
night, guys.
Bye.